weekend weekend time, guys. And well, Ethereum, Bitcoin not doing much. As yesterday I talked about how these areas can potentially turn out to be some bullish divergence under formulation. But as far as you're rejecting the 21 simple, guys, it's just, guys, I wanted to ask you this before I start this video. Do you have your 21 simple moving average on? It's that simple, guys, right now. Because just look at this, just look at how perfectly it is. All right, you do have an argument against the fact that there is some bullish divergence certainly in the market, all across the market. In fact, no matter whatever asset you try to look at, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, well, Cardano just doing exceptionally good. But yeah, most of the market has bullish divergence in these levels. But why is it still not going up? Because it is below the 21 simple, guys. So just let this moving average be on your screen. And until guys, until this is not happening, until you're not closing any candle above the 21 simple on Ethereum and BTC as well, uh, and it's Ethereum on BTC as well. So until you're not doing that, these majors are just gonna go sideways and bore the fuck out of most of the market participants. So what do you do when the market is extremely boring, when most of the majors are just simply going sideways? This is sideways price action, guys. You're not able to do anything. We simply came here twice, 48,500 areas, rejected the price action on two multiple locations happening in 12-hour time frame. You're just rejecting the 21 simple basically, right? So you're simply going sideways. Not much to be done, not much to be taken care of from this piece of price action right here. But yep, as you can see, this is as simple as it can get. 21 simple is the trend bearer, the trend guider for majors, right? So what do you do when the majors in this market, they don't do shit? You simply check out the BTC dominance. And if you see some weakness in the BTC dominance, you can start trading the shit coins, guys, the shit coins. And as you can see, we are breaking below this grind right here. What does this mean? This mean party for altcoins this weekend, guys. So guess what I have? I have a list of some good, potentially good altcoins, which are probably going to be trending this weekend. So I hope that you guys can actually capitalize on these assets right now. All right. So before I actually jump into this altcoin discussion right here, I wanted to show you one thing, guys. This super guppy trend right here on Bitcoin, as a long term analysis. As you can see, how the blue areas in this guppy coming from the previous bull market were the extremely trending zones. Like prices were constantly hovering above it, right? And the green areas, basically the 21 simple moving average, the green areas were the most important support for the entire bullish trend. And you can see the patterns repeating in the history as well. As simple as it can get, right? So super guppy, this is guppy plus accumulator, right? Guppy plus accumulator. Kudos to the person who actually made this indicator. And well, do not go for these buy and sell signal, but just refer this as one of your knowledge bases, right? So where are we looking at on this guppy price action right here? Well, the weekly is not yet closed, but I do expect that the green area on the guppy is going to be coming above the $31,000 levels after this weekly closure, which is happening in 1 day and 16 hours, right? So have this macro trend as well in your charts. I think this is going to be pretty helpful. And I think this is one thing which is not going to be which is going to be helping you out if you are scared of this market again going to zero, or again just simply dump it to the downside. So guys, these are the few important things that you always have to keep up your head, and then trade the market according to those dynamics. I hope you get the point right here. So let's just simply jump on to the altcoins. So first on the list we have AAVE. Now most of the altcoins today, I'm gonna be taking a look at them against Bitcoin, as the Bitcoin dominance is slipping down. So most likely these altcoins are not gonna do that good against the US dollar pair, but it is highly likely, it is potentially likely that these are going to be trading. These are going to be trending against the BTC pair, guys. So yet again, your trend controller, your 21 simple on the 4-hour time. So guys, this is one of the most important moving average in the immediate trending behavior for any asset, that for that matter. But as you can see, we were actually, let's just simply take this moving average off, and I have a couple of indicators lying here on AAVE, because most likely this is going to go for a breakout and a retest of the prior all-time high at 0.014. But guys, there are a few twists and turns. I'll just get onto it. But as you can see, we are kind of breaking above this grind. So that means that we could be formulating some kind of high or low kind of price action structure. This is why I've been noticing. This is why I've been keeping my alerts on AAVE against Bitcoin, because this can significantly gain to the upside. Like this can go for a significant, guys, we have corrected. We have had a humongous correction coming from the all-time highs right there. 56% correction on an asset which just constantly trends on a macro basis. Guys, these things are something that you want to be looking at for some opportunity. Like if you're an opportunistic person, if you don't want these things to roll away from your hands. But Aave certainly being one of the most tricky, most tricky BTC pair. As you can see, it even after certain breakout of the grind, it just simply keeps on going to the downside. That's why it's very important to have this structure right here rolling over. Like you want this to continue, basically. You want this one to continue, and the next time when it comes down here, you want this area to hold up. Basically, most of the lows which are going to be coming henceforth are going to be above this lows, which is currently at 0.00682. So watch out for Aave creating more and more lows. How do I get rid of these things, guys? Like I said, I'm still not proficient in in TradingView, but yeah, you are kind of breaking against the grind right here. So now you're supposed to be supported right here, guys. Let's check out the momentum oscillators right here. Yes, you are. Okay, this is not a divergence, although you have been diverging on the price action ever since this point coming in at 17th of February. So most of this price action coming to the downside was in a downward direction, but the seller strength, the seller momentum was simply dissipating, and you kind of shifted your gears after you finally broke and closed above the 40 marker on the RSI. So now what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to hold this goddamn 40 level on RSI. This is how you look at trading alt and BTC pairs. You want to gather more and more evidence for your long exposure or short exposure or whatnot. But for this matter, you want to do two things basically, right? On the 4 hour, guys, stay on the 4 hour schedule for some reversal playouts, because 4 hour time frame is significant. And if I overlay this moving average, it gets really simple, guys. Let's not complicate trading, and let's just look at these things very objectively. What do you see right here? You see the stochastic turning up, but this is not enough for a reversal move for a trend which is massively, which is 50% down. This alone cannot be one of your indicators. You want to be looking at some confluences coming up with this indicator right here, the stochastic momentum. So the first and the foremost being, if you are formulating RSI above the 40, if you're making this low right here above this one, so you're completely fine for the timing, right? So what are you doing? You're grinding after a grind breakout. The most fucking annoying piece of price action is when you break out and then you just simply start grinding. You come and you test these levels around here, which kind of suggests that you're not that weak. You're not looking forward much for a breakout for the current structure. So what can generally happen in these kind of price actions is that you could be grinding in a channel like that. All right, you could be grinding in a channel like that, but watch for these levels to hold. I guess this is I guess you can fairly say that you can manage your risks right here if you want to be going long on Aave. Guys, none of this is a financial advice. I don't want to repeat myself and all that bullshit. It's not a financial advice, but you can start looking at long in Aave against BTC for a potential retest of at least 618 of this entire Fibonacci retracement structure. I'm not going to take this wick right here as I'm looking at the candle closures from the all-time high. So yep, where's the 618 at? 618 is aligning with this structural rejection area, which is going to be around 0.01, which is probably a 100% move coming from this point. No, my bad, guys, 54% move. So look out for Aave actually breaking out and actually holding this level right here on the BTC pair. Then you can talk about Aave trending to the upside and potentially good looking targets on the USD pair as well. Now, guys, this video is not going to be more about the USD pairs, as Bitcoin is quite literally doing nothing. It's just dripping down below the 21 simple moving average, and the dominance is also going down. Dominance is breaking the grind, guys. That's why I do expect some altcoin party this week. It is very important to pick the right ones. All right, so Aave, your risk management is right here. Your targets are going to be up here coming this week or maybe next week or even preceding week. But as far as you're holding the structure right here, you're good on Aave. You can simply hold this one. All right, ADA against BTC, the one which is trending, which is in a strong trending bullish motion, breaking the 3000 Satoshi levels, guys. We are breaking the macro structure to the upside, guys. We're simply looking at the 4000 Satoshis as a retest, but because there is not much volume. But guys, just remember, in these kind of breakouts, if you have already missed out the train, if you have missed out the reaccumulation zones right here, you simply do not want to get into this trend because this is extremely fast moving. But if you're really curious and if you're really FOMOing right now, you can simply start managing your risk below this point right here, which is going to be 2500 Satoshis, so which is 14% downside. If you are okay with having 14% downside risk, you can simply jump onto this extremely fast paced train, guys. This is going to be very bad if it comes down, but it's in a strong trending motion, and I don't see much price action. Guys, we had a major resistance right here, and we got reaccumulated below this point. So this was supposed to happen, man. This was really supposed to happen, and there's not much stopping. I think we can draw some argument that this point could be, well, the 3,000 Satoshis, of course, the psychological standpoint area. You can expect some profit taking on ADA on these levels right here. But if you break above that level on a 4-hour closing basis, you are simply going to be headed all the way towards 3,800 to 4,000 Satoshis, because there is not much stopping. And guys, in the macro picture, this looks like it's going to go to the all-time high. But we got to be really patient. We got to be looking at some reaccumulation, consolidation, something like this. Then we can talk about a further move to the all-time high on the Satoshi pairing, which is going to be at 184%. Guys, are we coming up with mainnet? There is some hard fork. There is some fundamental event also going on. So watch for that potentially being your sell-off indicator, because most of these things, when they actually take place, guys. Okay. So investors, they start investing into any asset when they are expecting some future returns, or maybe some kind of fundamental event which is going to be turning out to be, which is going to be bullish for the long term or anything like that. So these are the events which cause these runs to happen, and these are the events which will cause the same runs to fade away. All right. So watch for the mainnet, watch for the ADA mainnet to roll out, because I think that that's going to be your potential top indicator on the BTC pair, guys, on the BTC and the Ethereum pair, not on the USD pair. So guys, there is one more reason why ADA is simply fucking off to the moon. It is because of this entire range. Could you say this was accumulation? I do not know, because ADA and Ethereum are just competing against each other in this crypto space, kind of fighting for the dominance. And guys, ADA is at top 5, and it's probably a top 3, I guess. It's I don't know if it goes like this. It's gonna take Ethereum. It's gonna take Ethereum down. But this is what happened. This is why ADA had a very, very accelerated move. Mainnet coming up, breaking above the, I don't know, the Ethereum all-time highs, the Ethereum accumulation range ever since the 2018 January areas, and BTC pair also being bullish. So ADA had basically everything in its favor to start trending to the upside. So guys, these are the key inflection points in the market that you want to be trading at. I did not take this trade, and I knew this was going to happen as soon as we closed this 3-day candle above this entire accumulation range. But guys, I was like, the train has already gone, and if I did not believe in Cardano right here, then what the fuck am I doing longing here? So have that mindset as well. Have a really balanced mindset, guys. I saw a tweet yesterday. Actually got me thinking. The person mentioned that if you missed out on the biggest significant gain, if you missed out on BTC going to 58,000 starting from $1, then you've missed out on most significant gains in the life. Why are you there in the crypto space anymore? Because most of the gains, 58,000x gains, have already happened, guys. All right. First of all, nobody fucking saw it coming. All right, guys. Okay, there must be some geeks, some out of this world kind of human beings which were predicting Bitcoin to go to $10 million back in 2010, and which is happening, which is slowly taking place, guys. This is just insane to see. But first of all, there was I don't see anybody actually going on for that trade for this long. But if there has to be someone, it has to be the Satoshi wallet, which has been there ever since the inception of Bitcoin blockchain, and those million BTCs have never ever moved out of that wallet. I don't know what that wallet going to be used for in the future, and I don't know what kind of destruction it's going to cause in the future, but it's pretty crazy. And yeah, that tweet really got me thinking that if the gains have significantly happened, why are you here for? Guys, let me tell you one thing. The cryptocurrency space is not only about BTC. All right, there are hundreds of opportunities happening every single day in this market, guys, just like this one right here, Cardano against Ethereum. Maybe anything against Ethereum is trending. So guys, my point being, there are so many opportunities in the market right now. And don't get disheartened by the fact that BTC has simply left the train. Guys, I got into cryptocurrencies back in 2015-16, and I still felt really left out. So most of the times, what is going to happen until the cryptocurrency adoption cycle goes to the peak, which is going to be around 80 to 90% adoption, prices are going to go up. BTC prices are gonna go up. And where are we right now? We're not even at 10%, guys. We're not above the 2 digits in the cryptocurrency adoption, guys. This is insane. This is insane. So we have a huge space to go to the upside. Now, enough of fundamental ramble, I guess. I just wanted to say that that tweet had a wrong point, had a wrong outlook towards it. Maybe that guy would have been a perma bear. Maybe that guy sold his BTC at $10 and watch it go to 58K right now. So that's why he's perma bear. I don't know. It's quite interesting thought process to just think about, I guess. Anyway, now next up on the list is going to be Atom for this week. Atom against Bitcoin. Atom, let's see what it's doing. All right, on my previous video on Atom, we were trading somewhere here. We were trading somewhere here, guys. I rolled out an update. Or was it here? I guess it was here. Yeah, it was right here when I rolled out an update that Atom could do some significant gains against Bitcoin, because any failed pattern breakout to the downside is going to lead to an accelerated move to the upside. So, guys, this is what is ultimately happening on Atom right now, and it looks to me like, yes, you do want to continue to the upside, as you've been wicking down on the 3-day time frame on this support right here and getting picked up every single time from the 3,000 Satoshi levels, not 30,000 Satoshi levels, currently at 41,000 Satoshi level, currently in trending motion to the upside against BTC pair, showing that the one of the dominance absorber is Atom as well. So Bitcoin dominance going down. Where is Bitcoin going to? Bitcoin is flowing into Atom. Some chunk of that Bitcoin is flowing into Cosmos Atom as well. I don't know if they have any fundamental event coming up or some bullish thing happening for Atom, but yeah, this one looks to me like it wants to trend. And as far as you're maintaining this diagonal trending support right here, and as far as you are hovering above this point of liquidity entering the space as well, which was literally 2 days ago, you're fine on Atom. And it looks to me like you are breaking double grinds. Like one grind breakout was this one, and the other one was this one right here. So how do you trade this? How do you look at this? First and foremost area being this one right here. So watch for this area to be taken down on 4-hour or 6-hour closing basis on Atom. Then you can target this move currently, which is at 54,000 Satoshis, which is a 27% move to the upside, guys. This could be a good looking trade for the weekend. And don't get me wrong, you could squeeze here for a very, very long time. You could just simply stay within the range until you kind of resolve this one, and you start making something like this, guys. You see the progression trend. You see the squeeze flattening out. So something like this could also happen. It's just symmetry, it's just harmony. Most of the markets are just harmonic. It's just art, guys. Trading is more of art. It's more of art than critical thinking. You have to identify so many other things, guys. That's a different discussion, and most likely we'll have that conversation in some live session and maybe some live videos when this community is actually big. So then I'll talk about the fundamentals of trading as well as a whole. Anyway, it's more of an art. Don't get me wrong. You can Google that. You can actually gather a lot of discussions and arguments with that point that trading is more of an art. Anyway, this price action right here could be squeezing against it, but if you start closing your 4-hour candles, basically this candle right here being a massive rejection, showing that you're not ready to go above right now, right? You're not ready, because this was a bearish this was a fuck off candle right here that nope, nah, not going up, nope, simply rejected, got back down into the channel, and this simple horizontal resistance right here. So you could be grinding against this one again here, but if you're not breaking this one out, there's no hurry. But if you do break this out, you're going to be simply retesting this point right here at 54, and the ultimate test being this point right here at 73,000 Satoshis. It's going to be aligning with this high right here. So look out for Atom gaining most of the Bitcoin dominance. How do I put it? Watch for BTC to get into Atom, basically. That's all. Let's not confuse. Let's see if Atom is trading against Ethereum anywhere. Yeah, on Kraken. Kraken has amazing. All right. So what can you see right here? Right off. This is a little more aggressive coming to the upside, guys. This is a little more aggressive as compared to the BTC pair, as Ethereum is losing its dominance, and most of the Ethereum is also flowing into various. So that's why I made so many videos talking about the hedges against Ethereum, and most of them are performing quite nicely ever since the video, guys. If you just check out, so yeah, you are kind of formulating a broadening channel, which is extremely fucking volatile, guys. This one being 27% and the up move being 56%, and then this consolidation being 30%. It's just a random walk in the park, but you can guess the trend right here, right? I mean, the trend is certainly gaining its momentum to the upside against Ethereum, on Atom as well. So Ethereum quite significantly losing its dominance. So guys, this time around, both Bitcoin and Ethereum both are losing their dominance. So as you can see, the total market capital stays to be on Bitcoin. The total market capital stays to be somewhere around $1 trillion. You will watch most of the money flow within this space as new capital is not entering the market, and I can assure this fact to you guys as there has not been much newer engagement in this channel itself right here. But when we were peaking, when we were going all the way towards 55,000 Bitcoin, yep, a lot of new engagement was happening, a lot of new retail interest was also going on, a lot of new money was also flowing to the market. So yeah, right now we are in the Bitcoin 1 trillion consolidation range, and that's gonna take a while. Let's just simply get into this mindset that Bitcoin is gonna be consolidating for probably a month or so, guys. I've been screaming and shouting about that fact ever since we lost that critical 55,000 level and 1800 level on Ethereum. So yep, it's all the majors are probably gonna, not all the majors, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are getting into consolidation. And as you can see, this is yet another failed breakdown move. So you could have an accelerated move on Atom against Ethereum, and all the way you can test these around all the areas all the way around 0.036 ether per Atom. Now that would be a significant 200% move to the upside. So that signifies that Atom is also strengthful against Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now watch for the Bitcoin ranges to be broken up or to be broken down. Guys, next on the list we have Synthetics back again for you guys. Synthetics, I promise that Synthetics video is going to be coming 2 weeks down the line, but nope, could not wait. Not much history. I want to get into KuCoin. KuCoin, where are you? No, not USD, guys. BTC. Yep, there you go. All right. You got bought. You did get bought back from these levels, but yeah, you're currently trending below the 21 simple on the 3-year time frame. So signifying more and more of the fact that Synthetics is yet into a long form of consolidation, judging from this price action right here. And let me just simply jump on the daily time frame, guys. This is pretty confusing to look at because the 3-year time frame tells us that we are below the 21 simple, but the daily says that we are getting accumulated in the 200 simple. Now guys, Synthetics being one of the important players in the market in the DeFi space, as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum dominance slips to the downside, I guess yeah, you can expect something. You can expect something out of Synthetics, but this point coming in as a good support, good looking support. I mean, 1 2 3 4 5 6 candles above the 200 simple, rejecting significantly below the 200 simple moving average. That was about 20% rejection to the downside prices. Wanted to grind to the upside again. Looks to me like an opportunity, to be honest. I mean, well, you could argue that you could lose the 200 simple moving average. Is it simple or is it exponential? Yeah, it's simple. Yeah, you could lose the 200 simple. Let's try to put on the exponential as well, guys. Let's see what the EMA is trying to tell. EMA 200. Yeah, okay, all right. So the simple is above the exponential, guys. These both are exactly same in the color. My bad, I should have done all of these things before starting this video, but nah, I'm too lazy for that. Okay, all right, okay, yep. So you see both the moving average, exponential and the simple 200 simple coming in for the support right here. Like these both are like a perfect plunge protection team, guys. Most of the assets which are going to be trending in macro scale are going to be supported by exponential plus simple. The biggest and the best example being right here for Synthetics. And well, you can start managing your risk on Synthetic against Bitcoin on these levels. If you see any daily closure below this point, you could expect some further breakdown and test of this wick right here, which is going to be exactly at 3,000 satoshis, 30,000 satoshi, guys, sorry. Rest assured, not assured, rest, you can argue that you could grind and you can grind and do something like this, and you could go out for some further continuation where you could be formulating this cup and handle, or you could be formulating that area as a potential inverse head and shoulder. Not really head and shoulder, but guys, yeah, you could do something like this if you hold this 200 simple and exponential together. So this could be looked at like an opportunity. Now let's just simply check out the extreme small time frames and how the, guys, this is very choppy, man. I mean, look, me personally, I'm going to refrain from trading this environment, but man, okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know why this is on my list, because this is really volatile and this is not really directional in the small time frames. It's gonna be really difficult trading this one. But you are hovering above the 20. Not telling so much, but below the 200 simple and the exponential on the 4-hour time frame, above the both moving averages on the daily time frame, guys. This is confusing as fuck. I mean, you could certainly argue that you can come and test these levels and these moving averages, and if you do close your candles above this point right here, you can expect some further trending continuation move to the upside. But guys, what I want to tell you is that you can simply go with this grind. Not this one right here. Yeah, you can simply go with this grind right here. If you close any 4-hour candle above the 42,000 Satoshi level, then you can come and test the 200 simple moving average. Now this could be one of the good looking trades for the weekend, but guys, be very cautious about synthetics, because synthetics looks damn volatile to me. If you can't handle much of losses, this is not going to be a good looking trade. This is just you're going to be puking out most of the losses, and you're going to be closing your position in extreme red PNLs most of the time if you are not used to trading this amount of volatility. Synthetics, yeah, very volatile, guys, very volatile. Is it because of the order books being really thick? I don't know. It must be because of the traders. I don't know who's responsible for this goddamn thing. But yeah, synthetics is really volatile, guys. Watch for this significant level to be taken down on 4-hour closing, at least 4-hour closing basis. Then you can talk about further upside move to 50,000 Satoshis, 48,000 Satoshis. That's going to be looking like a possible reaccumulation coming in at the daily 200 simple moving average, which is going to be a significant piece of price action if you actually go and well, guys, the 21 simple moving average is approximately exactly where the 200 simple is on the 4-hour time frame. So guys, watch for this level to actually be taken down on synthetics. Then you can talk about further upside move. Then you can talk about this one being a cup and handle, and then you can talk about further macro continuation move on synthetics to the upside. Watch for this level to hold. This one is really crucial. This one is really damn crucial. You can head sideways for a very long time and eventually break down, but yep, watch for this one to hold out. Anyways, that's been it for synthetics, and let's just simply jump on to VeChain. What is VeChain doing? It's been a very long time. I do have my alert set on VeChain as well. Wow. Okay, pretty interesting. As you're trending below the exponential and the simple on the the 200 exponential and the simple on the daily time frame, you're trending below that. But what are you doing? You're maintaining this grind as well, guys. Just like Bitcoin broke the grind today on the dominance chart, this one is holding this grind right here. So as far as the price action holds this grind, these kind of grinds, you can expect the price to actually start doing something like this again, right? Yep, you can grind against this one right here, and as far as you're below the 21 simple moving average, you're completely fine. And guys, you have to be cautious about one thing. Okay, not cautious, I would say. Yes, this is extrapolating into, wow, okay, this is extrapolating into something really bullish, guys. Let's just simply do one thing. Let's close the now charting the exponentials and the simple together is not really a good idea, but let's see if we can gather some evidence right here. So the bullish cross right here, when it happened, it took the prices all the way up to 60%. This bullish cross right here, well, this one was fucking gigantic, guys. This one was 300% move to the upside. Now we don't have much history. Last time we were rejecting this one, we came down significantly, almost to zero, almost to 36 Satoshis, which is a pretty low level right here. But yeah, you have crossed this one to the upside, but on the retest right here, rejected it, guys. So throwing a lot of mixed signals right here, VeChain. But as far as this grind is being held, your ray of hopium says to be true. It's gonna be true. It's gonna be staying as a support until you're holding this one, until you're holding the 80 Satoshi levels to the downside. Now 80 Satoshi is also a 10% down move, guys. I mean, the risk appetite, guys. You got to have some risk appetite in trading cryptocurrency market. I guess you are pretty much aware of these facts by now, as these can move down 10% and still not invalidate the structure itself, right? So if you have the risk appetite of 10% down move on any capital asset, or on any capital for that matter, you can simply hold this one and you can wait for $80 regions to be held up. Well, as far as you're below the exponential, the 200 exponential, there's not much FOMO, there's not much like hurry to jump into this one right here. But as soon as you start losing a few candles, like if you start opening and closing a few candles, basically trading above the 200 exponential moving average, let's just put on the simple as well. If you start trading you want double confluence support, you want to start trading above 100 Satoshis on VeChain. If you start trading above 100 Satoshis, then yep, you're looking at some massive gigantic upside. And do I promise? No, I do not promise this. I don't. Nobody can promise you anything. Nobody knows where the bottom and the top is, but it looks to me like this is a 3 year, this is a 2 year old grind, and this one got supported, and this one being picked up really aggressively, guys. You can check out the slope of this price action. It's way more aggressive than something that happened over here and here as well, guys. So yeah, watch for VeChain to be picked up as well, and this is certainly a good looking and a very very old player, guys. Piracy, privacy. Privacy. Yeah, one of the privacy coins using sites like Pornhub, Tube. I guess I heard it somewhere. Like, VeChain was being accepted by one of the major porn industry websites. Now, Google, don't censor me for using this word right here on YouTube. YouTube is shadow banning, guys. It has started happening again, guys. The channels are being disabled. CoinDesk channel gone. Wow, why is it happening again? Like, most of these things, they're just just funny. I've been looking at these things happening so many times again and again. So guys, what you have to do is you got to now hit that bell button as well, guys. This is okay. Let me be very honest with you. I do not like doing this. I do not want to ask for more subscribers and likes and whatnot, but it looks to me like if I really want to expand this community, and if I really want to do something good with this entire thing right here, I really have to ask for subscribe. So hit that subscribe, go for that like. Now go for the bell as well, guys, because YouTube is kind of shadow banning stuff, and it's not good. I think the crypto finance channels are not doing that well in the crypto space. In the YouTube space, as we don't have a really good impression, guys, altogether. The cryptocurrency space, it's something people still think that it's something shady, to be honest with you, but it's not. We are traders. We are objectively driven people. We want to, guys. Are you in here for the tech or the money? Tell me that. Are you in here for the tech or the money? Because I am in for the goddamn money, guys. Just let's be very honest, all right? What the fuck? Like, to hell with the tech, guys. I mean, if you're probably watching these videos, you're also in it for the money, so accept it. All right, it took me a long time to accept it. I used to be like, oh man, the blockchain, yeah, I'm in it for the tech. I'm a bull in the long term. Yeah, of course, I'm a bullish bull in the long term for the fundamentals, because this is completely revolutionary for the humankind to actually come up with something like blockchain. But guys, mostly I'm in it for the money, and so are you. Let's just accept it, and let's just move on together. All right, so VeChain holding this point right here is going to be good. Basically holding 80 Satoshi level is going to be good, and watch for this one to actually play out in the weekend, in the coming days as well. Let's just simply jump onto the 4-hour time frame and see what is happening here. Pretty interesting piece of price action as you're simply breaking above this grind right here, but no volume. Ouch. Yet another confusing signal, and as far as below the 200 simple and the exponential, kind of together, just snaking together, guys. They're just like a couple who just stick together. Fucking cringy couple. They're just together. They're not moving at all. They're just sticking together, guys. So you want this area to be and down sloped. You want the slope to first gradually shift its gear to the upside, and that will probably happen if you start closing 4-hour candles above the 90 Satoshi level. So watch the 90 Satoshi level on VeChain as well on the small time frames. Then you can talk about some good potential weekend trades, which is going to be targeting all the way at first at 382 and second at 618. 382 being at 99 and 618 being at 110. That being a 23 to 25% move on BTC. Against BTC, right? So watch for this resistance to flip out as support, and you want to be coming back and retesting it as a support, and then you want to be heading towards the 618 targets, right? Until then, watch for this area to hold up the 80 Satoshi level. You could probably get reaccumulated and maybe shoot to the upside down in the future sometime. All right, guys, what do we have on our list next? Zilliqa, one of the low caps again, guys. Low caps money has finally started jumping into low caps, guys. I mean, this is how crypto cycle works. This is everything textbook, like everything that I've done for the past 4 years, just playing out once again. So yay, everything just happening again. The money flows into the majors first, then it's going to flow into the mid caps, then it's going to flow into the low caps, then it's going to flow into micro caps, then it's going to flow into extremely fucking shit coins which are nowhere to be found, but investors are in it for the tech. That's why they make 100x or 1000x. All right, what do we see on Zilliqa? This is okay, something that VeChain has to do. Zilliqa is already doing that. It's staying above. Now this 200 simple and exponential kind of sticking on together, guys. I'll just simply get rid of the exponential right here, and let's just stick to the simple moving average. As you can see, the curvature and the slope is to the upside on the bigger moving average and on the small moving average as well. So this could be looking at for some good weekend moves, as this is a good grind, guys. This is a very good looking grind on the small time frame, and well, you're not really breaking out of it. You're not really proving yourself to be strengthful. Although Zilliqa could do well this weekend, I think it's gonna do good this weekend, because we got wigged out like crazy from 180 Satoshi levels. This reaction was very nice. And it was one of the support confluences coming in all the way at 13th of December. So yeah, you do expect this area to hold, but watch for this area to be held up as well, which is going to be your 220 Satoshi levels. If you break below the 220 Satoshi level, then you are simply coming back to retest this area again, and do not FOMO into anything, guys, until you retest the 200 Satoshi level, and probably hold it as a support in the long run. Whereas this trending line here is also going to be pretty significant, as this breakout, if this happens, this should happen with number one, high volume, number two, it should be breakout of this pennant as well right here. So you can look at some good targets. Let's just simply take the support itself, and let's just see where it's headed to. It's going to be headed to 300 satoshis. So 300 satoshis on the charts for Zilliqa could happen, because this one got reaccumulated on the 4-hour schedule, which is going to be 2 days, got reaccumulated on these regions for 2 days. So the weekend could potentially be one of the playouts for this one, guys. Watch for the dominance also. I'm going to be charting dominance pretty soon, so if dominance starts shooting up out of nowhere, guys, you got to be fucking off from the alt BTC pairs. It's as simple as that. You got to be reacting in the market as traders. You don't want to wait and watch your money go to shit, right? That does not work. If you're trading actively in the market, you got to be very precise of the things which are supposed to make sense. All right, hourly time frame, currently a failed breakout attempt above this grind, and well, this consolidation range as well. So wanting to get back to this diamond trending support once again right here, which is going to be at 237 satoshis. Watch for this support to be held. If you lose this zone right here, you're certainly coming down here, and if you lose this one right here, you're going to be retesting the 200 satoshi back again. But until you are above this grind line right here and this diagonal trending support right here, you can talk about the 300 satoshi targets. Let's see if that aligns with any Fibonacci retracement zone. Let's just take this entire wick. Not really, but getting really close to the deep retrace at 0.786 at 308 satoshi. So profit taking could start happening from 300 satoshis, but that is if you're going to be holding this current breakout above the 0.382. You hold this, yes, you simply gravitate towards the upside, you float to the upside. If you do not hold this, you come here, then you come here, and then you come to the lower side. It's as simple as that. The upside targets are looking good. On the long haul, let's just simply jump on to these time frames. Okay, that's a pretty confusing chart. I mean, this is not really a, it's just confusing as fuck, guys. I mean, I've looked at thousands of charts. I don't know. I understand when a market is extremely choppy and when a market is in a good trending move. Right now, it's not in a good trending move. Right now, it's probably in a reaccumulation formulation right here. And Zilliqa on the BTC, guys. This is Zilliqa BTC analysis. This is not Zilliqa USD analysis. So do not get all wacky and wanky at me if I talk bearish stuff about the BTC pair, because the USD pair is probably going to do good. All right, even if Zilliqa BTC moves by 5%, Zilliqa USD is going to move by 10%, because Bitcoin is macro bullish, right? Anyway, this is pretty choppy to trade. This is so watch for the small time frames to have a breakout above this point. If you do have a breakout above this point, then you can talk about 300 satoshi level. But whereas on the macro time frame, on the 3-day time frame, that would align not with the closure here, but yeah, with this wick right here, right? If you take down this wick, then you can have a potential breakout chance of this grind structure, which is going to be something like that. Now watch for this one to be happening on a macro schedule, and then your target is going to be at 500 satoshi, 550 satoshis. Not a far-fetched thing, guys. Altcoins are picking up quite nicely as Bitcoin kind of slips into altcoins. The dominance simply fades away. These things can certainly happen, but timing this is the most important thing, and timing comes from accumulating majorly, not by FOMO, guys. 9 out of 10 times I've FOMO'd into a trade, I've lost money. It's just that. All right, it's just that. So do not FOMO into trades. It's not going to work out in the long haul. And Zilliqa against BTC. Well, if you take this area right here at 276 satoshis on the 3-day closing basis, then you can talk about immediate trend continuation to the upside. Until then, you are simply grinding like this. Well, I could argue about the fact that this is stage 2 grind for you guys right here, as we lifted off from the stage 1 grind, and you're grinding against on the stage 2. You could, if you lose this one right here, you can come here, add 165 satoshis, and then but still maintain the bullish structure in the macro time frame. And okay, sorry, I can simply take another line right here, and you can argue that yes, we have been grinding against the channel, and you can have these breakout moves. So guys, the inflection point on Zilliqa BTC is quite far off, to be honest with you. I mean, this was a long ass grind for about 6 months. This broke out somewhere around December and started grinding in July, guys. This one started grinding in December, so it's going to be breaking out towards August, July. Maybe, but if you have some really accelerated move on the dominance going to the downside, then watch for Zilliqa BTC again picking up immediately and at least testing this upside resistance at 400. Now if you break this entire channel to the upside on a macro schedule, then you can be talking about targets beyond 550 satoshi, which is landing with 640 satoshis. 640 satoshis, yep, being a major point of liquidity exit, and you can certainly expect this price action if these areas. But guys, guys, this is a far-fetched thing. Be really patient on Zilliqa. If you're holding Zilliqa, you're doing good. Trust me, you're doing good. This is going to be a good asset in the long run as well. As I do believe that the team is completely active, and the most of the fundamentals for Zilliqa is also amazing, guys. Do we have anything else on our list today? No, but there is one more thing which I want to talk to you guys about. I want to tell you how BNB is gaining its dominance against Ethereum, guys, and that is pretty much visible in the small time frames. That this one is flagging out again. Now this is BNB against Ethereum, and guess what, guys? BNB against Ethereum just 400%, guys. 400% against Ethereum. This and it is still continuing, guys. This is a good squeeze right here, man. Just look at this squeeze right here. This and look at this one. So you potentially have a chance to actually 2x your Ethereum right here again. Pretty interesting looking price action, because if anything, history repeats itself, and if you do want to repeat yourself here back again, you do not want to lose this grind to the downside. Basically these areas of risk management right here, number one being this one, the second one being that one right there. You don't want to lose these levels. Until then, you are simply grinding and just wait for one bullish engulf candle above the all-time high, then you're in for 100% trade, guys. This is not a financial advice, but if you're holding significant amount of Ethereum, you want to consider shifting your Ethereum into BNB, because guys, just don't think like, oh my god, I missed the train and all that crap, guys. If you are in a strong trending move to the upside, it's more likely that it continues to the upside, guys. Anything that goes up is likely to go up even further. Anything that goes down is likely to even go down further. So stop calling tops and bottoms. As a trader, guys, it's all right. You can create some arguments that yes, you can identify tops and bottoms in the markets, and actually, but that's just going to be a gamble, man, and that's not going to be a good strategy long term trading the markets, right? So don't go for long. This is my belief. A lot of people are like, you can certainly call the tops and bottom. Who the fuck are you to say anything about those things? So I'm like, all right, fair enough. If you're making significant money by calling out the bottoms and tops, why not just good for you? Good for you. Certainly not. This is certainly what I believe. It's not a good strategy in long term trading, because that's mostly going to give you disappointments than gains, especially in crypto markets. If you're patient enough, yeah, you can certainly think that calling tops and bottoms could be in your game. But if you're trading this market on an intraday basis, things are extremely difficult to time, guys. So do not worry about the tops and the bottoms. Just stay in the trend, identify the trends. There are numerous opportunities, like one being this one, BNB against Ethereum, as ADA against Ethereum. Like, guys, this is what Cardano is doing against Ether, man. I mean, so you can see how the hedges against Ethereum have actually started pushing their fucking gas to the upside. This one doing a 300% already against Ethereum, coming from 4th of February, guys. This month only you would have had a chance to 3x or Ethereum had you known that Ether is gonna have a massive gas fees and Cardano's mainnet is coming. So why the hell not? Let's be bullish in Cardano, guys. In the future, I do think it's gonna come down. It's gonna pop it's going to pop somewhere in these regions, and it's going to come down back up. That could be an opportunity because the macro trend for Cardano has changed, guys. This is bad news for Ethereum long term. This is simply bad news, as Cardano is one of the leaders in the top 10 as well, and well, you're breaking this trend against Ethereum in the long time frame. So yeah, Ethereum's long term could be under some potential danger, and the competition coming from Cardano, guys. Now the only problem is that there are 45 fucking billion Cardanos in supply, and there are just 110 billion Ethereum in supply. So that's going to be one of the key difference between Cardano and Ethereum. But yeah, it's just simply fucking off to the moon. It's just wow, guys. This is such a beautiful looking price action. This is something wow. It's just this makes me so bullish. Good piece of price action right here. Love it. So yeah, most of the hedges against Ethereum have actually started working out, and watch for this grind to actually break out on BNB as well. Then you can talk about some significant upside. Now guys, I do not think that one BNB is going to be equal to one Ethereum. No, that's a far-fetched thing. If you break below this support, you can simply go to shit. Trust me, guys. These things happen, and these things don't take much time to flip around, guys. I mean, let me get back here. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. These things don't take much time to flip around, and then you simply bleed 80% on Ethereum. So these things also happen, guys. So what is my point right here? Again and again, there's nothing to FOMO about. If you have missed your vehicle to the upside, it's probably going to come down again. All right? It's probably going to come down again. Do not worry. Educate yourself, invest in yourself, give yourself some time, subscribe to Cryptoducator, and stick around to this channel and the content, so that at least you'll have the mindset, guys. I'm trying to share my edge as a trader and my mindset, guys. The most important thing in trading cryptocurrency is the mindset. Trust me, it's the mindset. I think having a good mindset is way more significant than having significant amount of capital as well, because this market is so giving, guys. I've seen people flipping 0.04 BTC into 40 BTC, guys, 100xing their portfolio in a couple of months, guys. These things are possible. All right, these things are possible. The only way to do these things is just by having the right mindset. It's all up here. It's all up here. You knock the right places, you get the right answers. Let's just simply close down on this video by checking out Bitcoin dominance for the weekend. And yeah, as you can see, this grind is breaking down again. I do expect some altcoin party for this weekend right here. And you can argue that this triangular area is also breaking down. So you can argue about one more thing, that you have a bearish target for all the way around 57. Let's see if it is aligning. Yeah, it is aligning with this point right here, the macro structure. The macro structure low, in fact. And guys, is this the end of Bitcoin? Is this the end of BTC? I don't know. You want to be holding this support right here. If you do not hold this support, yep, the game is on for altcoin, guys. That does not mean that BTC will stop going to the upside. That means that there is going to be equal amount of share getting into crypto space. That still means Bitcoin will go to 300,000, probably $1 million in the next cycle. But the liquidity entering the space is going to be way more bifurcated. It's going to be way more towards altcoins as well. So altcoins are going to be significantly outpacing BTC henceforth. Guys, Bitcoin did a 10x from 5,000 to 50,000. More than that, if you look at 3,000, it did a 20x, guys, coming from $3,000 at 60,000 now. I mean, yeah, I did it. So most of the gains have happened in BTC. Now 300,000 is just 6x from this price point, right? But whereas most of the opportunities in the market are in altcoins, where you still have potential 100x's and 1000x's. So watch for equal potential distribution coming from the new money entering into the space, and this is what is going to happen. And guys, I'm going to be here narrating the story every single day to you guys and what is happening to you. And let me know down in the comments how your portfolio is doing in current days and how you plan to trade out this weekend, so we can have some good discussion, guys. I have some hidden gems also to talk about, guys. There's one more thing that I was CRV. I had a request. Let's just take a look at CRV against Bitcoin as well. One of the weaker players, guys. This is shit looking chart. This is not good. You formulated yet another top right here. Disappointing on the 3-year time frame, but on the macro picture, divergence or not. Now, guys, this is like calling a bottom. This is not what I do. This is not what I like to do. This is like, if I call out for a reversal point here, it would be like pinpointing a bottom. I do not see any bottom under formation in this price action right here. So well, you can certainly argue that this grind is a pretty significant one, and this grind is the immediate significant one. You break this, you go there. You break that one, you go there. It's that simple, I guess. Well, as far as you're holding 377 satoshis, you're completely fine on CRV. But CRV against BTC looking absolute garbage, absolute wreckage. CRV against USDT, how is it doing? How is this motherfucker doing? It's distributing, guys. It's simply distributing, just like Bitcoin is. It's formulating its own step-by-step sell-offs, own head and shoulders. Any point coming here could be a rejection for the further down. $8 targets for CRV, not happening. Not happening. It's very difficult to accept these facts, but remember that if you know that these markets will take breaths eventually, these markets will relax eventually, then you're completely fine, because it's going to probably come down to some major liquidity entering the major liquid points, and then it's going to probably start reversing its trend. And as you can see from bottom top, the 618 is at here, got retested but not really looking strengthful, so you can come down for a deep retest at 0.786. If you break the 0.618, guys, so that would look very nasty on CRV. That would mean that Bitcoin is coming to 38, 35. Then you can talk about CRV coming below $1. Now dollar should be supported because of a good psychological zone of interest, I would say. But if you do not hold the single dollar level, then you are probably coming to 80 cents. CRV trend is down. As far as you're grinding against this one, you're going to be coming down. And let me just simply put on the 21 simple moving axis. Yeah, it's actually doing something exactly like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you're trending below this one, there is no immediate trend continuation. That's just, if you're holding CRV, just simply hold it, guys. Just it's completely fine. All right, I think that's been it about the CRV analysis as well. Not much to talk about on CRV, as this is kind of just distributing currently. And well, guys, let me know down in the comments what you want to know in the next videos, as the weekend is here finally, and like we were waiting for this particular weekend for months. I'm talking like that. So weekend is here, and these are the assets that you could eye for some good potential trade. As Bitcoin loses its dominance, I think that these are the altcoins which could pick up this weekend. So pay attention and watch for the levels to invalidate to the downside and validate themselves to the upside for potential 25 to 30% trades. Anyway, I hope you guys have a nice weekend, and I'll catch you guys pretty soon on the next one. Bye for now.